So, last time we were talking about trigger manipulation. With it comes also a good grip if you wanna, if you wanna hit your target, if you wanna fight, if you wanna be on a shooting competition. Good grip, good trigger pull. So, about the grip, not sure how is it called in other parts of the world, but we call this the beaver tail. So, your hand needs to come up high under the beaver tail, right? And also, hope you can see here on the camera, I got it kind of aligned with my hand, so this would not be good and this would not be good. Also, it happens especially with people that have smaller hands, because remember, grip starts in your holster, right? So some people will come on the gun like this, yeah? So you should be here, one line, right? But some shooters grab it like this, and once you pull it out, of course the whole mechanics, biomechanics, this fancy term, is kind of, it's not correct. But also, look what happens, you cannot reach those buttons, right? The slide release and the mag release. So first thing, high up under the beaver tail, you have one line with the hand. Of course, it's not a complete line, especially when you present on the target. You get a bit of that angle, but it shouldn't be like this, right? High under the beaver tail. Those three fingers, they come down here, and when you squeeze it, you can feel those fingers pressing backwards, but also this muscle here activates and pushes forward. So we got two different forces doing this, with the grip. Left hand, we see all this empty space on the gun. So I want to come high, and I want to put as much of my hand as possible high up on the gun, because everything happens over here. Slide pushes back, you got gases coming out, the gun will kick. So for example, I could be holding my gun like this, I could be holding my gun like this. So see the difference, this one or that one. So I put this part of my hand high up on the gun, and there shouldn't be any space between the hands. So this is not good. The hands need to be compressing to each other. Also, your gun is kind of presented, from the center line of your body, and your arms should be forming a triangle. So if I do this, you see my hands are kind of similar. I don't have it like this or like this. Do not, lock your arms like this, but have a small, what's it called? Maybe a small angle up in the elbow. So something like this, right? So I'm over here, yeah. And now, this is pretty easy stuff. People quickly get it, how to hold a gun. But always there's a problem with how strong you need to hold it, so that you can manage the recoil. And people will just say, hey, just be strong, hold it strong. But what does that actually mean? Maybe, let's say, a good starting position would be a really manly handshake. So the power that you use when you do the handshake with someone, that could be, something similar, but maybe a bit more. But the whole point is, don't just hold it strong. Don't try to milk it, if I can use that, if I can use that word. But stiffen up. Your hands need to stiffen up. It's like, imagine something that gets frozen. When it freezes, when a thing gets frozen, it won't move. Yeah, so it's not applying extra pressure on the thing, but it's just frozen. So stiffen your hands, right? So I got a tight, firm grip. I can feel the muscles here in my arms, and when I present, I stiffen up. Yeah, I can, you can see even, with the pressure you push the blood away, and you can see that I'm applying force on the grip, right? So I present my gun, I stiffen up, my sights are aligned, I go on the wall, and I squeeze the trigger. And when I'm shooting, I focus on the sights, on the trigger pull, and I can feel my hands that are stiffened up basically. And it's kind of like time stops when you shoot, because you're kind of in that focused mode. Focus on the trigger, focus on the sights, focus on the grip. Yeah, but this is a thing that will come over time. You need to practice. You need to practice with the real gun. But yeah, stiffen them up, and usually you can see if a person has a weak grip. You can see their hands. They look like, you know, they're just holding the gun. They're not holding the gun. You need to present the aggressiveness in the grip, right? There's a difference between that and this, right? So you need to mean business.